Hey, what's going on, guys? Pat here. I've got another at-home workout for you guys, and let's get rolling with it. So, first exercise you're going to have is going to be a single leg squat off of a box. So, before we get into that, if you're in stability level, you're just going to work on normal squats, right? So, feet in a comfortable position, typically about shoulder width apart, maybe a little wider. Just working yourself down, coming back up, again working down to wherever you're comfortable with that. You can add weight, obviously, with that one. And then if you are in strength or power, you're going to work on single leg squats off of a box. So you can use a shorter table. I'm going to use my futon here, whatever you might have. But you're going to work on controlling yourself down and driving back up like so, right? So you'll do 8 to 12 on one side, and then you'll switch it 8 to 12 on the other side. If you don't have something very stable that you can use to mimic it just like that, you can work on single leg squats to where, right, you have one foot out in front of you, you control yourself down to a couch or a table, and then drive back up. So those are your two options. For single leg squats there, you'll do 8 to 12 on each side. If you're doing normal squats, you'll do 8 to 12 total. Along with that, you're going to have back elevated hip bridges. So if you're in stability, you're just going to work on normal hip bridges, right? Driving through your heels, lifting your hips up, trying to squeeze your glutes, right? We're not extending through our lower back, so you're thinking about tucking your hips underneath you, focusing on squeezing your butt with that one. If you're in strength or power, you're going to work on elevating your back like so, and everything stays the same. So trying to tuck your hips underneath you, focusing on driving your hips up, squeezing your glutes there. You're going to do 15 to 20 reps, whether you're doing them on the floor or elevating your back. And if you want to add a little extra level of toughness to that, you can hold for 20 seconds at the end of each set at the top, and or you could add a little bit of weight as well. So we've got that 15 to 20 for the bridges, and then last one is going to be reverse crunches. So if you're on stability, right, just working on normal dead bugs, right, reaching the arms up, core tight, taking a breath in, breathing out, lowering down, one leg at a time, trying to smash your lower back into the floor. If you're doing dead bugs, you're going to do 6 to 8, right? For reverse crunches, holding on to something nice and sturdy, and you're going to work on driving your knees towards your elbows, and then trying to control that movement back down nice and slow. Again, we're not going to overextend our legs. You're going to keep them in this bent position like so. You're not going to let them go too far. You'll come right back up into it like so. Okay, so for reverse crunches, you'll knock out 8 to 12 there. So that's what I got for you. Good luck. Alrighty guys, so for part B of this workout, okay, we're going to work through some tall kneeling single arm band presses. Okay, so preferably you'd want to attach this to something that's about shoulder height for this. But what you're going to do is you're going to be in a tall kneeling position, right? So focusing on squeezing your glutes, keeping your abs on the whole time. Right, and all you're doing is you're just going to work on pressing out in front of you and coming back in like so, right? So working on a normal single arm press while you keep this good position, okay? You're going to work 8 to 12 on one side, and then you'll switch it 8 to 12 on the other side. And again, if you can, attach it to something that's about shoulder height when you're in that tall kneeling position. That'd be perfect, okay? Along with that, you're going to work on some suitcase carries. You can use a dumbbell or kettlebell for this. but you're just going to have it in one hand, other fist. You're still going to squeeze nice and tight, trying to keep shoulders level the whole time, and you're just going to walk nice and slow, right? Squeezing under both armpits, trying to control that position. Okay, you'll do 10 steps on one side, nice and slow, and then you'll switch hands and do 10 steps on the other side. So those are suitcase carries, and then last one is going to be Renegade Rows, right? So starting out, right, with 2 dumbbells. If you don't have 2 dumbbells, you can always just use one. That'll still work, but what you're going to do is you're going to start out on your knees, and the further back you scoot your knees, the tougher this is going to be on your abs. And if you're able to, you want to try to work into a push-up position like so, okay? So hips shouldn't swivel a whole lot while you're doing that. You'll work 8 to 12 on one side, and then you'll just switch dumbbells to the other side and knock out 8 to 12 on the other side. That's, again, only if you have 1 dumbbell. If you have 2 dumbbells, then you'll just alternate with both going back and forth. So tall kneeling single arm band presses, suitcase carries, Renegade Rows. You're going to do those 3 for 15 minutes. All right, here we go, guys. For the finisher today, what you're going to have is you're going to have mountain climbers and line hops, okay? You're going to do each one for 15 seconds. Rest as much as you need to, and you're going to go through 3 to 5 sets of these. So for the mountain climbers, again, if you need to, you can elevate these, but you're focusing on driving one knee in at a time. You pick up the pace to make it a little bit tougher. Okay, we got mountain climbers. And then line hops, you're just picking a line on the floor. Feet are going to be together, and you're hopping back and forth as quickly as you can. For line hops, you can also substitute that with jumping rope, or you can substitute that with cross crawls. Right, so those are your options for that as well. Again, 15 seconds for each exercise, 3 to 5 rounds.